Claude Code can now manage your GoHighlevels workflows for you. So if you've tried to connect Claude Code with GoHighlevels through the GoHighlevels public API or the MCP, you know that neither one of those options give you the ability to manage workflow automations. Luckily though, I found a way to connect Claude Code with your GoHighlevels account so that it can create, delete, and edit workflows for you without you ever having to log into the account. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how that works and how to set it up. Here's just a couple of things that you can do once you get this connected. Claude can list and summarize all of your workflows so that you know exactly which ones you need to delete, which ones you need to keep, and which ones you need to review. It can automatically help you clean up and delete old workflows that you're not using anymore. It can create full workflows for you with triggers and action steps. And it can clone and edit these workflows too. Now, if you're somebody who likes to move fast and you don't want to have to do all this setup yourself, I've actually created a repo where I've done all the heavy lifting for you. You can install all of this in about 5 minutes. If you'd like to get access to this, I'm going to drop a link in the description so you can join a 7-day trial of our paid community, Community Builders Elite, and you can grab this repo. You can cancel anytime. There's no obligation to stick around. Now let's actually get into the rest of the video. Yes, can we run a full audit of all my GoHighlevels workflows and give me suggestions on which ones that I can delete, the ones I need to keep, and just a full list with your suggestions on what to do with each one. It's basically going to go out, it's going to audit all of my workflows. It's going to see the ones that have been in there for a while. Maybe they haven't been used, maybe they don't have any users in there, and then it'll give me suggestions on what I need to do with each and every one of my workflows. All right, so check this out. Claude Code went in and did a full audit of all of my workflows. I have 609 workflows in there. A lot of those are really old. I haven't done anything with those in a long time. And so this is amazing that this can go in and can this quickly review all of my workflows and tell me which ones I need to clean up. So it'll tell me which ones I need to delete. I've got 203 in there that are empty drafts, barely configured, abandoned drafts, or just ancient stuff. We've got ones that I should probably review. So there's 351 old ones that are 6 to 12 months old, but probably mostly dead. So I need to check those, and then I can keep 55 of them. So what we can do here is I'm going to just say, can you actually tell me the top 20 that you think I need to delete? And let me take a look at those real quick. So I'm going to take a look at these, and if they are ones that I can delete, I'm just going to have Claude Code actually delete those workflows from my account so that they can just get them out of there, and I don't have to worry about all of that unorganized crap that's just sitting in my account. All right, so it came back with the top 20 that I would delete first. I'm going to review these real quick, and if these are correct and I needed to go ahead and delete these, I'm going to have Claude Code delete all of these from my account, and I'll show you how that works. So I went through here and I agree with Claude Code. Most of these can be deleted. There's one that I want to keep here, which is this number 14. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to say, hey, Claude Code, can you actually delete all of these except for number 14? I'd like to keep that one. All right, so now it's come back and it's told me it's about to permanently delete all 19 of these workflows. And then let's actually go ahead and find this in our account here. And I typed in ZZ, and you can see this one here, ZZ1 GPA membership is one of the 19 that it's about to delete right here. So let's actually go ahead and run this, and then let's show you that it actually deletes this from our account. All right, so I went and confirmed that I want it to delete this, and now we'll take a look and see if it actually deletes it. All right, so now it's done. It's deleted 19 of these workflows. Now we're at 490 workflows. So you can see this can clean up your account really, really quickly. So let me actually go in and confirm that these have been deleted. So I'm going to click into my account, and then we're just going to refresh our page here. All right, so let me type in ZZ again. So ZZ, and then we'll scroll down to the bottom of these folders, and we should see that that account, that workflow is now gone out of our account. So it actually did delete all of those workflows for us, which is amazing. This is incredible because I don't know how many of you have a bunch of workflows in your account. You don't even know what they do, and they're just sitting there, and it's overwhelming to kind of look at. This can help you to clean all that crap out really, really quickly. All right, you're going to love this next one. This is one of my favorites. So I'm going to actually have Claude Code build a workflow for me. It's going to be a very basic lead nurturing sequence. So check this out. Hey, Claude Code, I would like to build a workflow. Let's just go ahead and create it and call it Claude Code Test. And then I'll actually tell you what I want to do to build it. So go ahead and create it, and then I'll check it and make sure it's in there, and then we'll build it out. All right, so now we're just going to get the shell of the workflow, and then once it's built, then we'll actually add everything to it. All right, so you can see that it actually created the workflow. Let me go check it out inside my account. Let me open my account here. You can see there is no Claude Code workflows right now. So if I refresh, and now I search for Claude again, You can see now we have the Claude Code test workflow in here. And let me go inside of the workflow. You can see there's nothing in here. All right, so now I'm going to tell Claude Code what we want to add to it to build this thing out. All right, awesome. I see it in there. So what I want to do is I want to have a form as the trigger. You can just leave the form blank for now. I'll add that in later. And then I want 3 emails all dripped out with the day wait in between each email. And then for the subject line for each email, you can just write subject, and the body, you can just write body. Go ahead and build that out for me and let me know when you're done. All right, so now it's actually going to take those directions and it's actually going to build this workflow out for me. So it's confirming that this is what we want. I'm just going to say yes. And then it's actually going to go build that out. And then we'll show you the final result once it's built. All right, so now our workflow is built. They created the form submission trigger and it added 5 steps. So the email and the wait in between those emails. So now let's actually go check it out and see if it built it. All right, so now we're inside of that Claude Code test workflow. I'm just going to refresh the page here and we should see our fully built workflow. All right, so just like we told it, we've got a form submission as our trigger. We've got an email here. Let's actually check out the email and see if it created the right content. So subject is the subject and then body is the body. Awesome. And then let's make sure the wait steps are 1 day. Great. This actually built it out perfectly. And so you can see now Claude Code can now build your workflows for you. One last thing that I want to show you is we do a lot of like repeat campaigns, like workshops, webinars, those kind of things. And so it's very valuable for us to have like a template that we can duplicate and then we just change out the copy. So I'm going to actually get Claude Code to duplicate this Claude Code test and then change out the content in the email. So check this out. All right, awesome, that worked. Let's actually clone or duplicate this Claude Code test, call it Claude Code Test 2. And then I would like you to change out the subject line for each email to be subject to, and then the body to be body to for each email. Can you please do that for me? All right, so now it's actually going to clone that workflow, and then it's going to change out the copy for it. All right, so it said it's done and verified. It created test 2, and it changed out the subject line and the body. Let's actually confirm that. So I'm going to go back to my account here. I'm just going to refresh my page. All right, so now I'm going to type in Claude again so we can bring in our Claude workflows. All right, so you can see there's Claude Code Test 2. Let me click inside of it and confirm that the copy was created or edited. Let me click into the first email here. And you can see the subject line is now subject to and the body is now body to. How awesome is that? How helpful would that be? All right, so now you're probably wondering, how does this even work if GoHighlevels API can't do it? So there's GoHighlevels public API, which gives you access to 36 tools that Claude Code can control. But as you know, the GoHighlevel app that you use every day does way more than that. So how do you manage those actions? Well, there's actually a private API that you can tap into. Behind the scenes, this private API is calling an internal set of commands every time you click around in GoHighlevel and you take a certain action. So when you're actually logged into your account and you're taking these different actions, you're clicking around inside the tool, your browser is holding a token. And if you can hand that token to Claude Code can now figure out those actions and the different calls that it's making and then control those actions for you. So the trick is giving Claude Code access to that token and then figuring out the actions that you want it to manage. All right, so now let's walk through how to get this set up at a high level. I'm not going to get into the granular details of how everything works because, to be quite honest, I don't really understand how it works. I just rely on Claude Code to walk me through the steps to get this thing set up. Now, if you want to skip all this implementation and you just want to copy my repo where I've done all the heavy lifting, I've created all the scripts, all the browser extensions, so you don't have to do anything. You just basically clone that repo and hand it to Claude Code. Then I'm going to drop a link in the description so you can join Community Builders Elite, which is our paid community, and you can come in. I've opened up a 7-day trial, so you can just come in, you can grab this repo, clone it, and then you can cancel it anytime. There's no obligation to stick around. Now, let's get into the tools that you need to get this set up. You're going to need your GoHighlevel account. You need to be logged in on the Chrome browser. So that's how we're going to grab the token to the private API. You're going to need Claude Code installed, and you're going to need to have Python installed. Now, let me show you how I use Claude Code. I use Claude Code in an IDE. I don't even really know what IDE stands for, but this is basically a tool that coders use to write code. It sounds a lot more complicated than it is, looks a lot more complicated, but it's actually pretty simple once you start using it. This is how I like to use Claude Code. I'm in here almost every day. I don't use the desktop app or the browser. I use Visual Code Studio. Now, inside of whenever you're using Claude Code or how I use Claude Code, I have a repo that has all my business information inside of it. and has context around my business, all of that stuff. Now, inside of my repo, there's a file called a .env file. Now, this is basically where you're going to store all of your API keys so that nobody can access that file, that they're safe inside of that .env file. Now, this is where you're going to add your location ID of your GoHighLevel account and also that token that we're going to grab from the Chrome browser, okay? So let me go back to my GoHighLevel account. Now, once you have those tools set up and you're ready to get this thing built, the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to grab your location ID. So you can find that location ID if you log into your account and you go to the address bar, and after the location / here, there's a series of letters and numbers, and you're just going to copy that and you're going to drop that into your .env file. If you don't know how to do that, just ask Claude Code and it will walk you through the steps to do that. Now, once you have your location ID, that's going to tell Claude Code which sub account it's working in. The next thing that you're going to need to do is you're going to need to grab the access token to that private API. Now, to do this, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to get Claude Code to create a Chrome extension for you. Now, that might sound complicated, but just tell Claude Code that you are trying to grab the private access token for the private API in GoHighLevel so that you can manage workflows, build workflows, duplicate workflows, create workflows, those kind of things. And that how can you do that? You heard that you needed to create a Chrome extension to do that. Now, what it's going to do is going to create a Chrome extension. I've already created that for you if you want to grab our repo. This is mine. And what this thing does is it allows you to copy the access token of that private API, okay? So what you're going to have to do once Claude Code accesses that API, you're going to need to click around and take these different actions like create a workflow, add a trigger to the workflow, add an action step to the workflow so that this Chrome extension can capture those different action IDs or IDs of when you're clicking around in these tools. And that's how it knows which IDs goes with which tools, so it knows how to manage those tools. Hopefully that makes sense. Claude Code will walk you through it. Don't worry about it. And that is how you're going to give Claude Code the IDs of all the tools so that it can start to manage it. Now, this Chrome extension allows me to do that. It allows me to get the token, and then also as I click around, it will capture these different calls. And then you download this JSON, you give it to Claude Code. I know it sounds confusing. And then it will have all the IDs of the tools that it needs to manage. Okay, so that's basically what you're going to do. And just ask Claude Code to walk you through all the different steps to get this thing set up. All right, so I just gave you every step that you're going to need to get this thing set up. Again, it sounds technical, but just rely on Claude Code. It will walk you through the steps. But honestly, my guess is that you want to just skip all that and you want to just have this set up instantly. So I packaged this whole thing up. I've got the Chrome extension, I've got the scripts, I've got the repo that you can clone and give it to Claude Code to set this up in a couple of minutes. So again, there's a link in the description. You can grab a 7-day trial to Community Builders Elite. You can come in, you can clone the repo, and then you can cancel at any time. So hopefully you got a lot of value from this video, and we'll see you in the next one.